Hello again, guys. This is Arm to Draw Comics, and today we're gonna see a video that I actually promised to make on the Facebook, in which I show how I do a complete comic book page from scratch. In this case, it's a splash page, meaning it's the complete uh, page with just one panel, and that's very good for an introductory page to show the characters and maybe show something that you want to have a high impact on the reader. In this case, the page that you're looking at is a page for a comic book called Skater Girls, which is like a mixture of comedy, sci-fi, and other elements like superhero genre. And I'm starting to do the figures here. Right now you see those cylinders. I'm indicating the different perspective of each leg for you, so you can see that the right leg is more towards the viewer. And right now I'm just gonna let you watch how I draw the three figures, and then I'm gonna come back. People ask me a lot about my process, where, well, here it is, and they also ask me about the kind of software that I use and the hardware that I use. So I'm gonna come back later on the video and tell you a little bit more about that. So we're pretty much halfway through the video, and as I was telling you, I get asked pretty often about the hardware that I use. I use the iPad Pro. I think there's a new one coming out soon, but this is not the one that I use. I use the previous version to the one that's already out or is coming out soon. So yeah, and oh, the software that I use, I'm gonna come back a little bit further in the video to tell you about it. Now I finished the figures and I'm starting to do the background right now. So actually the software that I use, which is Clip Studio Paint, it used to be called Manga Studio, but it's called Clip Studio Paint right now, and I use it, like I said, on the iPad Pro. It has the tools, integrated tools and features for you to make perspective grids. And once you set up your perspective grid, and you can actually just start drawing the background. It's not as easy as it sounds or as it looks. If you see that I'm drawing the backgrounds fairly quickly, it's because I have some experience doing it. So you may want to practice before you expect to be able to do it quickly. So the page is almost done. I skipped a few steps because otherwise this would be a long video. I drew the dogs and I use some reference for them. I use reference also for the character sometimes, not in this specific case. Probably I just looked a couple of pictures for the character that's in the center, like in that looks like a yoga pose, meditating pose, sorry. And but I did look through a few reference pictures for the dogs, because I mean, although I've been practicing drawing dogs for this comic, um, it's not like something that I do every day, but it's something that a comic book artist should, be able to do. So it's always good to practice that. So I'm gonna leave you so you can watch the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for other videos that are coming soon. This was Arm to Draw Comics. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.